Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we're going to be going through the free-to-play and pay-to-win defenses I'm recommending for this week. We're going to lead it off with the free-to-play teams. We have a formation ID in the corner. However, map number 3 you're going to have to manually set because it is not a symmetrical map. Okay, beginning with the team number 1. This is the team I was running in the previous week and it was doing very well for me. Iron Alamus is going to crowd control the enemies. You have Nero to take an enemy Lily May interruption, so Lily May is not going to counter this team. And then you have Nero Charms onto Shimira to power up her damage. You have Damon shielding and protecting and also giving the attack buff to Shimira. Shimira is on the Graveborn faction talent tile with the Dragon Roar artifact, which is a really powerful PvP artifact. And Alamus Charms also going to be giving to Iron, if he's able to get off his ultimate, he's going to be dealing bonus damage. So this team was working really well for me in the previous week. I've even done some testing in duel as well, and it's a really strong comp, and it is also very free-to-play friendly. It's basically like the Shimira AFK stage team you're seeing a lot, but is using Nero rather than Bonnie, because I have Bonnie in a different team. But this is very strong. I really recommend it, and for free to plays, it's you will probably have these heroes built up. So map number 2 is going to be the Tossie Bonnie Stroll comp, which I was also running in the previous week with pretty decent success as well. Even on the pay-to-win account, I'm running this team and it's doing well. So basically, Thorin should be protecting Ludovic. That's important. From the beginning of the match, Ludovic is going to be healing Thorin and Tossie to give the haste buff from his charms. You're going to have Bonnie on the Graveborn faction talent tile. That's been doing the best for me. I've tried even Tossie there. And then Tossie is going to try to solo at the end. You have Lily May for the interruption. Overall, just a very solid team using heroes. Again, a lot of people would have built up on their account and top tier basically PvP heroes. With the Malison spell, I think this is a really good artifact for the stat distribution it has, and the crit especially, and also the effect is pretty strong. But you can try different ones. You can try, for example, Light Call spell I think would be fine, but personally I'm going to go for the Malison spell. Okay, now the effect of this map, Tossie is actually going to get an advantage here. I don't know if Lily May will specifically, but Hugin forges armor for any hero who moves more than 4 tiles within 0.5 seconds. So when Tossie jumps into the enemy team, that is going to qualify, and she's going to gain a massive shield, allowing her to be tankier and stall even better. And when you get a kill, you're going to get a bonus 20% of your health shield as well, and you'll be unaffected while the shield is active. So I think this is a really good kind of team. Definitely Tossie on this map is one of the things you should think about for map number 2 this week. And for map number 3, it is going to be using the twins, but the other heroes are going to be pretty free to play friendly as well. Basically, Odie on the Lightbearer faction talent tile does pretty well. It would be ideal if you could somehow give him the unaffected from the Core Forge spell. However, the problem is then you're not really able to use the twins here. So for example, if you weren't going to use the twins, you could have Core Forge spell onto Odie, and then Hugin in front of Siren, Rowan off to the side, and then you can add in basically any other hero here that you want. But I think the twins would be the strongest version of it, even though it gives up on the Core Forge spell onto Odie. At least the Elijah is going to have the Core Forge spell effect onto her. Okay, apart from this, you have Siren being buffed up by the Stellar Bond to increase his power as much as possible, Rowan for energy boosting, Odie on the Lightbearer faction talent, and Hugin buffing up the damage of Siren further with his charms, and also the mechanized bond. So overall, I think this is a strong team, definitely a good option for free-to-play players to run. But like I said, if you want to replace the twins for something else, it will actually give the Core Forge onto Odie, which would be better. And then that other hero, you can basically run anything, but you would just have to give up this back tile, because if you have a hero there, then they're going to get the effect of the Core Forge. So anyway, those are basically the free-to-play lineup. Now we're going to move on to the pay-to-win teams. Okay, so the pay-to-win teams, map number 1 is going to be the same because, like I said, I am running this even on my Supreme Arena defense on the pay-to-win account, and it's been doing well for me, so I'm going to keep running this one on map number 1 for this week. However, map number 2 and map number 3 are going to be different for the pay-to-win account. So for map number 2, I'm going to be running Athalia with Maulers and at least testing it out, and even though this team doesn't get an advantage because you don't really have heroes moving that much, you're not going to be getting the shielding for yourself. However, you're going to be breaking through the enemy shield with Athalia, because Athalia can break through shields with her basically Supreme Plus ability, and that is why Athalia is going to be good into this map to just shred through the shields of the opponent. Also, Core Force spell to make the Elijah unaffected in the back, so she can be like position swapped or crowd controlled, and just overall in general, Shakir, Coco, Mikola, with Athalia are strong together. So I'm going to be trying this comp. However, if you guys don't have Athalia, you can try Lenya, or you can try Harak, for example. Like Harak or Lenya rather than Athalia. I think it would be fine. Harak can potentially jump far enough with Tidal Assault to actually trigger this and get a shield for himself. So I think those would be fine replacements if you want to. Like, for example, you can replace for Harak, you can replace for Lenya and try how they work. If you don't want to go for Harak or Lenya as a replacement for Athalia, then I would say the other recommendation is you still run the twins, you run the Siren Lightbearer team, so you go for like these three. And even then, you can have Odie in the back. Like, Odie here is going to work pretty well because he'll be able to be on the unaffected tile. You can have it like this. This is a good team. And I've even tested it, I believe, in previous weeks. And it's doing well because basically now Odie will be unaffected with the Life Force spell. The only thing about this team is you're not going to be getting any shielding of your own, right? Because your heroes are not going to be moving so rapidly across the map. So it will just be about a solid team, but not necessarily catered for this map. But this is basically the alternate type of team concept you can try on map 2. Okay, for map number 3 is going to be where I'm running the Tossie Bonnie team. The reason I chose this team for map number 3 is because it just takes good advantage of these tiles in the back. Basically, the only team I have that will make good advantage of these tiles in the back are going to be this team. Because Bonnie and Tossie are perfectly fine back here, and Thorin, Soulpacting, and Ludovic still, Lily May off to the side. Bonnie on the Greyborn faction talent with the Malison spell. So basically, these are the teams that I'm going to be running for the pay-to-win account for this week. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you have any other team ideas, you can feel free to share them in the comment section down below. And if there are any updates, like based on my testing, I will update later on in the week. But I'm feeling pretty confident about these teams, both the free-to-play and pay-to-win teams. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.